Welcome back, everybody, to episode 2 of the Doomfall Dynasty. What even is this? What are you looking at here? Well, this is King of the Castle. In case you don't know the game, this is a game in which I play against you, all the nobles, trying to keep my crown and you try to put your claimants on the throne. Except, we put a spin to this. The game is usually 3 regions. We are playing with a highly experimental and kind of buggy, but we're happy about it. It's alright. Mod that allows us to play with all 5 regions that can be selected in the game. It works. It works, and that's all we ask for. So we don't complain. And most importantly, this is an RP dynasty, a roleplay dynasty. What does that even mean? Well, this is a dynasty, so a recurring playthrough in the same reign, in which we do some RP. The way it works is, at the start of these role-playing dynasties, I write a premise, right? I create a narrative introduction to the dynasty, changing either the socio-political situation at the start of the reign or circumstances, like in this one, and then create a few rules to add to that to reinforce the theme. And then we play along with that and see what happens. We use this to explore different themes and to roleplay our characters. I roleplay my monarchs, for instance, while playing, and I encourage you to roleplay your nobles too. You don't have to, but I think it's way more fun, so I encourage you to do it. And you can do that either in chat here on Twitch, clearly marking when you're saying something in RP, in character, or on Discord. And you can probably find a link to our Discord channel in chat right now. You can just click on the link, and there it is. You can just click on the link and join it, and there's plenty of people who are going to be more than happy to roleplay with you, and you can take inspiration from all the lore that they've written on their own noble families. So what is this dynasty? This dynasty is about doom. It's about an impending apocalypse that is slowly creeping on the kingdom. But what better way to catch you up on that than to read our usual start with the episode summary. So, there we go. In the reign of Monarch Fortune the Affable, who ruled from year 948 to 968, the kingdom is struck by panic when everyone under the authority of the king suffers terrible nightmares over the same night. Historians and scholars from all over the kingdom identify the terrible event as an omen of doom. An entity named Sleeping Ember, veiled in smoke, is said to be sleeping under the kingdom, and the nightmares are considered to be a sign of its imminent awakening. The tales tell us that when it wakes, it will devour the kingdom and the entire world in flames. Worst of all, at dawn, the king is found to have disappeared, leaving only black soot in his chamber. Monarch Fortune, shaken and uncertain, inherits the crown and the responsibility to guide the kingdom to safety through a series of arcane countermeasures. Their hesitancy is unfortunately perceived by the common folk, who don't believe their reassurances of the nature of a red comment, leading to a new bout of doomsaying. In spite of this early failure, the kingdom mobilizes and seems to be well on track to set in motion the grand plan for salvation. Coordinating efforts is in a striking display of mutual trust. The nobles start acquiring the countless arcane reagents necessary for the rites of protection. The regents don't give up on their own plans, though, as the chiefs and the counts are exposed scheming to take control of the throne, leading to the construction of Fortune's Wall to the north, and to a campaign warning about the dangers posed by demons in the east, as an attempt to thwart their plans. Far from being discouraged by the constant scheming, Monarch Fortune perseveres, taking advantage of the chief's research on local herbs, inspired by the avatar of Skurinorn, and of patrician efforts to increase trade across regions. They manage to procure the arcane reagents necessary to complete the protective rituals against Sevis. As their reign comes to a close, after a long period of peace, their death ushers in a new affliction. Crops and fruits all over the kingdom turn to dust as soon as they're reaped or picked. The kingdom, ever more scared and growing hungry, now looks at the new queen, Fortune II, to guide them to safety. That was the recap, the summary for episode 1 of the Doomfall Dynasty. And this one I wrote myself, but thanks to Lurks for the absolutely precious, invaluable notes that they provided, because I wouldn't have been able to write this without the notes. I actually want to do a little bit more effort in this, but I'm happy with what came out, you know? I'm not as good as Lurks at this. But yeah, there you go. This is what happened last time. Thank you everybody. And thank you Lurks once again for providing extensive notes. Thank you. One thing that I forgot to mention is that, you know how I just said that there are some protective rights that can be put in place to prevent the apocalypse? Well, there are two kinds in this game. There is a set of common quests that you can all work together to achieve. There are 7 of them, and one has already been completed, and they're not super easy to achieve. You can find them on the Discord or on our World Anvil page. Link in chat. And if you manage to complete all of those, no apocalypse. On the other end, there are also some regional quests. So each region has a set of specific quests. There are fewer, 3 per region, and a little bit more approachable. And if you complete them, you're gonna try to not guarantee, but increase the chances that your region survives the apocalypse in case the common quests are not completed. So you have a choice. Do you try to band together and try to save the kingdom? Or do you just focus your efforts on more achievable goals for your own region and try to save it? Let me show y'all's portraits. I see Vaspir, Hyena, and so here's Vaspir. Of course. And amused as always. We have Hyena here. Yes, the familiar face. And then we have Hesperus, who is here probably. Is this Hesperus? Yes, this is Hesperus. Cute as ever. Modest Pickle, welcome back. How you doing? T. Alice, happy to see you. Electri, hello. Mr. Montana, welcome in. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? People not necessarily attempting to win through the scheme. Yeah, don't get mad if you think they're voting against it. Yeah, exactly. Ruin has come to my family. Will the recap be up on Discord too? Yeah, I'll post it probably after the stream. No, actually probably tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna post it. Because I wanted to do a little bit of a... I wanted to set up the thread a little bit better. Actually should take a note of that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Maido. Post. Summary. Boom, there you go. Wait, in this it's down by 3? Really? Are we sure about this? Oh, yeah. I think I know why. So, I'm gonna tell you how this worked in a moment. And we have... Yeah, exactly. Pets and Grandies already... Patricians and Grandies, having trade at 10, are already on the way to complete one of the regional quests. They just have to have it at 10 at the end of this reign. Steel, I need to show you. Where are you? I think you are here. There you are, bold as ever. Oh, you put a note? Okay, great, thank you. Thank you, Vaspir. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So, the way this works is, we had an affliction hit at the end of, at the start of this reign, and you're gonna see it in the events too, because yeah, by the way, there are custom events. The affliction was Ash, the affliction of Ash, right? With crops and fruits withering and turning to ash when picked and reaped. This caused all farming to go down by 2, and all military to go down by 1. But the way it works is the cap was lowered by 2, and then the stats were lowered by 2. Alright? So, if you are sitting at max for a stat, you are not guaranteed to have that stat at max at the start of the following reign. Alright? Having a stat at max doesn't mean you can just sit and wait. Sometimes you'll have to work for it. Electri. There you go. I see. So invest in other stats, which could get lowered in turn. But yeah, this means that the maximum cap for farming and military is now lower than 10. And by the way, let me just say thank you to Morgrim for putting in place all the different changes that this dynasty needs. Morgrim is doing an incredible job behind the scenes. I really need to thank her. So yeah, please share some love with Morgrim, because this would absolutely not be possible without all the effort that Morgrim is putting into this. Thank you, Morgrim, really. Yeah, and the schemes have also been adjusted to match. Like, Morgrim is doing amazing work. Thank you. Install Morgrim onto the throne. And of course, thank you, Shiny, for providing the the mods that allow us to do all this. So thank you all. I would be lost without them all. Without Vaspier, Lurks, Shiny, and Morgrim, I'd be lost. I'm very lucky to have them. That's enough. That's enough corny shit. Let's destroy the world. Shall we? Let's destroy the world, and what better way to do this than to instate monarchy? Let's start with the coronation here and see if the game actually works, and hopefully we didn't break it. That's true, Shiny. Let's go. Or just gonna see improving the faith in the kingdom? We'll see about that. Komori, welcome in. Welcome in, Chancellor Isaac, Your Majesty. It is time for your coronation. The kingdom is looking up to you, hoping to see a savior. This will be your first time dealing with the council. Tradition grants them the right to decide how you will be crowned. This might be a good opportunity to test where their heart is at. It will, Your Majesty. It would be smart to keep a keen eye on the nobles. The impending doom may not be the only threat you have to contend with. Shall we call the nobles in? Of course we shall. Of course we shall. Thank you, Katori. And that text is actually mine. I'm the one writing events for this dynasty. So, I am 100% gonna say invite foreign dignitaries and show off our wealth. 100%. Queen Fortune wants people to work together, including foreign nations. I think it's of the utmost importance to invite them in and show them not only our wealth, but the situation we are in, and make them aware of the risk that they all are running. I think we should absolutely invite foreign dignitaries and have a meeting. Queen Fortune wants to show off her fortune. It's not really about showing off our wealth, right? It's about showing them, hey, look what is happening here. Look at this shit. You're next. You might be next. Boom, let's look at that. Look at that. And this also helps barons and counts to get to 10 for a stat. This helps so many people, right? Let's go. It's great. Great. Dignitaries arrive from all corners of Celestath, and it's only appropriate you show off. A trained eagle drops a ruby-encrusted crown atop your head as you stand on a golden podium. The odd crowd includes such influential figures as the Dukes of Sal, the Princess of Chatelaine, and even a pearl bearer from Atesh. Lucrative trade deals are struck at the evening's feast. Only the Grand Pensionary of Kurth is not in attendance. The Republic, after all, is fundamentally opposed to the very concept of monarchy. That's alright. Yeah. Oh, we got a bug. Let me fix this. There you go. But yeah, I should remember. Please remind me. Please remind me in the future to start with council introduction in this dynasty instead of coronation. Please do remind me. Risk player, you have 2,000 gold. 2,000 gold. All right, please remind me. And this is why. Now that the formalities are over, the nobles are here with some pressing matters to discuss. Oh, actually, no. We start with coronation. Never mind. Yeah, no. Actually, no. I had initially thought, yeah, we should start with this, and then I made up my mind and decided, no, we shouldn't do that. Serious, of course I'm gonna look at you. There you go. Look at that hat. Gotta have a patrician soul, apparently, in there. Yeah, no worries, Baspier. I have goldfish memory, and I had forgotten that I actually had decided to do with coronation first, so yeah. Yeah, no worries. Coronation as usual. So, now that the formalities are over, the nobles are here with some pressing matters to discuss. Let's start with the Grandies. May the 9th, God bless your reign, your holiness. Most of our southern vineyards have crumbled to dust. We need your help. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Mary Cheesy, oh my god! Oh my god, Mary Cheesy, how long have you been? How long has it been? Welcome back, how you doing? Oh, we're at D here, Doomfall. Yeah, you don't even get wine. Yep, not the wine. There you go. Welcome back, Mary Cheesy. So happy to see you. Missed you too. Happy to have you. I hope you're well. I hope you've been alright. Let's take a look at the counts. Sirius, hello. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness. I was dismayed to hear of your parents' passing. The East is vast, but even our crops are suffering, and our peasants are mixing ash with flour to fill their bellies. Everybody's hungry. Everybody's hungry. Everybody's hungry. To the point that... yeah, the peasantry is so fucked. Hail and well met, Your Majesty. Most of our harvest has turned to ash as soon as we've reaped it. Our troops will soon be starving. Marid, welcome in. This is very worrisome. This is very worrisome. Feed them cake, of course. Let's take a look at the chiefs. We have no lark. The few herbs and fruit we had in the north now flake off when we so much as touch them, Your Highness. Our warriors don't have much left to feed on. And once again, military is going down too. And finally, let's take a look at the patricians. Hesperus, of course. The situation is dire, Your esteemed Highness. Our fishing vessels alone cannot feed the whole kingdom forever. So this is the situation in the kingdom, and it's not a happy one. It is not a happy one. It's pretty rough. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles vie for your attention. Is this what your parent fought so hard for? So this is how it's going to be in this dynasty, the council introduction is always going to be a narrative introduction to the affliction that is currently in the kingdom, right? Yeah, Hesperus is pretty cute, if you ask me. So yeah, if you want a little bit more of a narrative detail on the affliction, always wait for the council introduction. You always get something there. And this is also meant to be a prompt for role-playing for you, for the different regions, right? So if you're Grandy, you know that the thing that is most affected the south is the vineyards. Coast, yeah, your fishing vessels are overloaded with work, and you probably have less food because you have to export it to the other regions. Marchers, troops are about to starve. Counts in the east, you don't have that much flour left, and your peasants are eating ash not to starve. And north, you don't have anything left. You're not a fertile land. This is a bad situation. Spymaster Shade, welcome in. Your Majesty, the crops are ailing and the kingdom grows hungry. Will you try and tackle this affliction, or do you intend to pursue a different legacy? Yeah, now affliction is an unofficial gameplay term, by the way, as you might see from the bold. Oh, this didn't work, Morgrim? Or did you forget to edit these? Alright, let's do this. Can I get a timeout for George Wash, please? 10 minutes for all caps, repeated use. Thank you. Thank you, Morgrim. Yeah, no all caps, please. It makes chat so hard to read for me. Oh yeah, no worries, Morgrim. No worries. No worries. So, I think, let me tell you a little bit more about Queen Fortune II, right? Who is Queen Fortune II? Queen Fortune II is, I think, was raised a little bit 90s, a little bit involved in the Skirnorn craze that went about the kingdom in those years, right? In her early years. So I think that she was so influenced by all that she probably practices some sort of syncretic faith, so it's like 9theism, but it borrows some rituals or some prayers or whatever from the cult of Skirnorn in the north. So I think that's definitely part of her identity, right? Like being multicultural or multi-religious, multi-faith. So definitely that. And I also think that she was raised studying in Quail, at Quail University. So she's probably very learned on anything related to Sevis, right? Because Fortune I really understood the importance of being prepared against this threat. And so they would have sent their daughter to be informed, definitely. What would be her opinions on the Golem incident from before her birth? She probably thinks that things went wrong because we didn't understand golems properly. Yeah, she probably thinks, okay, no, we could study that better, and get to a better comprehension. Quail University? I wouldn't say polytheistic. I would say syncretic. Like syncretism is when... oh, Lauren, welcome back. Happy to have you with us tonight. Syncretism is when the religion borrows some practices from a different religion, or the practices of two religions are intertwined, right? So I would say that it's mostly 90s, but it borrows something from the cult of Skorinorn. Yeah, that's the smart thing, Morgrim, yeah. So I think this is where she comes from, right? Like, as far as education and beliefs. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much what Amy said. You're welcome, Soramayura. Yeah, syncretic religions are that, pretty much, like a mixture of practices. I love to do a little bit of, you know, real world discussion from now and then when discussing lore. I think it allows us to enrich the world that we're building together. Sora, okay. Who else is Queen Fortune II? I think, what can I tell you? Because there are some things that I don't want to tell you, right? That I want to showcase through gameplay. Yeah, I think, there you go. I think that she has a very strong opinion on how to prevail against the apocalypse, right? I think that she believes that in order to survive, people have to cooperate, but that's not just limited to the kingdom, but it's extended to the whole of Celestath, right? I think that she wants to bring Celestath together against the Doom, right? Increasing cooperation between different nations. And I think that she's very open about this. I think she's very open about, hey, we have to work together with Ashmead and Kurth and Dania and Valamir and whatever. Or what's left of it. You know? Oh yeah, there is an apocalypse going on. Absolutely. You can find more details in the pinned message, at the link that is pinned in chat right now, Lorem. So I think that she's very open about wanting to cooperate with the other nations and wanting to bring them together. Yeah. It's like, together we survive, right? And alone we just burn. We're like droplets against the fire if you are left alone. Whereas if we band together, we can be that bucket of water that extinguishes the flame, right? That's pretty much how Queen Fortune sees things. And she's very vocal about it. She doesn't hide the fact that she wants to cooperate with Kurth and other people and other nations. When Iron Steel and we're... Yeah. Classic Kaji stream, this is why we love you. Thank you, Shiny. I love you too. That's how we do it around here, alright? We take things slow. I'm glad you appreciate it. Toucan, how are you doing? Welcome back. Maybe some figures from Cult of Skorinorn are either recontextualized as saints or as strange forces that are somewhat outside of God, like in the Arthurian mythos. Some of that is definitely going on. Yeah. Yes, quoting on from the bear event, exactly. I knew somebody would come up with that, Morgan. Is being a bucket of water better or worse than being a horse? I don't know, you judge. No worries, Astral. Take care. Alright, let's go. And I think that the better way to do it is probably for Queen Fortune to try to be the architect of a new golden age, trying to make the different nations cooperate. There you go. End of Season 1. Let's go with schemes. Mirtha of the Komori Kitsune bloodline, legendary marcher Grazier, stands before a blazing hearth roaring with arms outstretched. So, what do you mean again? What do you mean again? So, Mirtha of the Komori Kitsune bloodline, legendary marcher, Grazier. So, you know how, or do you remember how I said... You remember how I said, hey, claimants are going to be important in the sense that their personality is going to tell you something of what they're going to be focusing on in their reign if they get elected. Elected, quote unquote. Well, Grazier is not something that is in the base game. It's something I've added through more cream. Grazier tells you that Fortune that Mirtha is a believer in the new way for the Barons, right? Mirtha is one of the people who say the Barons have to give up their weapons and they have to focus on crops and cultivation, you know, and going unnoticed. All right, so this tells you something about Mirtha. When have the Barons of the Marsh backed down from a fight? Never. I know all it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. And there is no time loop. There you go. Barons of the Marsh, what do you want to do here? Do you want to try to use subterfuge to get rid of Fortune II, trying to lower stability? Do you want to intimidate her, trying to raise stability? Or do you want to use propaganda to put Mirtha on the throne, trying to lower stability? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Subterfuge, intimidation, propaganda. Barons? There are a lot of Barons. Where are you? Vote, 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 vote. I see Barons. I don't see Barons voting. I see Simple Coffee, Komori, Risk Player, Maito, Tatterman, Mr. Montana, Astro Projectile, and Marid. I think most people have voted 3-2. This can still be tied. I'm gonna be counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Subterfuge trying to lower stability. The Barons plan to replace the Queen's advisors with their own agents. First, they must prove they're doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, the Barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Lumi of the George Wash clan, Fanatic Queller, stands precariously in a longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god. What is a Queller, you might ask? Well... well, it's somebody who wants to quell the sleeping ember. Yeah. Yeah. A Queller indeed. I took the liberty of using that term because it felt really fitting and a very good way to summarize the point of view of somebody who wants the regions to work together to extinguish the sleeping ember. Lumi, Fanatic Queller, stands precariously in a longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god. I just explained that to you, like 10 seconds ago, Lemon Square. Pay attention. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter queen, Fortune II. How do we make that happen? Chiefs of the North, what do you want to do here? Do you want to follow a prophecy trying to raise authority? Do you want to start Ragnarok again, before Ragnarok, trying to raise your own military? Or do you want to follow Horde Lower, trying to lower all faith? Of course, Amy. Thank you for coming up with it. It was good. What do you want to do, Chiefs? What do you want to do? Yeah, that's true. That's true, Maito. Yeah. There won't be an apocalypse if you start an apocalypse. See, that's the smart play. Prevent the apocalypse by playing an apocalypse before that. It's like you're playing Magic, right? I play apocalypse, it goes on the stack. I play apocalypse, it resolves first. Boom, done. Ah, that's good. It's alright. No, Morgan, don't worry about it. We can use Theater of the Mind for this stuff. Don't worry about that. We don't have to deal with every little detail. Oh, 3 to 4, counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There you go. The chiefs plan to dig up Oddhell's legendary horn and use it to take over the kingdom. First, they must win the favor of the gods by diminishing the kingdom's belief in the ninth. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must lower the combined total of all regions' faith to 12 or less in 4 seasons. Bada boom. Also, more grim. We could say that they're aiming to get the throne in order to have an easier time saving the kingdom or saving themselves. So, you know, it's a means to an end. I don't think we have to change it. Currently happened, and now there's a new wave of Northern belief, so there's 3 chief unique schemes. That's pretty cool. You definitely got what I think my heavenly claimant would be. Save the kingdom is my goal. That's fantastic. Travis Noble. Each week will hopefully have bits I don't have to redo in following weeks, freeing up time for further stuff. That makes a lot of sense, but again, I don't think this is something that we need to take care of at all. I think it still makes sense to have these as text. Bakim of the Unthinking Rabbit Dynasty, legendary Eastern prodigy, leans delicately on a podium, whispering carefully. My fellow counts, in ancient times this was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back this days of glory, but not while the false Queen Fortune II wears a crown. We should save our own region, right? See how it actually flows pretty well. What do you want to do, my dear counts? Do you want to do a blood ritual, trying to get the highest farming? Do you want to offer ascension to Fortune II, trying to lower your own faith? Or do you want to possess the queen, trying to lower your own defiance? Yeah, they're all rituals. That's pretty good. Kind of makes sense in the current economy, right? Counts, what do you want to do? You should vote now. We have Unthinking Rabbit, Katori, Soul Dragon, Sora. Look at that. Sirius, Lorem, Bonkle, and Steel. Gonna count down from 5. It's currently a tie. Counting down from 5. 4. Counts vote now. 3. 2, 1, and 0. Blood ritual it is. What if? Yeah, blood ritual. You want to fuck up farming even more. That's fantastic. I love it. The counts plan to summon an ancient famine demon that will devastate all other regions, paving a clear path to the throne. First, they must ensure the East can withstand a famine. To advance their scheme, the counts must be the region with the highest farming in 4 seasons. There you go. Pretty easy. Then we have Boldo of the Zako of the now beloved lineage, eccentric southern militant who stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. What do you think militant means? This means that Zako is a militarist, right? A militarist in this. It's their originalist. So they're somebody who want to completely plunge themselves into the new beliefs of the South in order to try to save their own region. Right? So, yeah. This is originalist. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Grandees, what do you want to do to try to dethrone Queen Fortune II, if you want to do it? Do you want to try to start an uprising, trying to raise the treasury? Do you want to raise your own farming? Spread fervor and raise your own farming? Or do you want to excommunicate the queen and try to lower stability? They're all pretty interesting, right? Like I can see an uprising with people being like, why are you favoring other nations and not us? Fervor with, we should actually put the 9th back into focus, and excommunication with being like, hey, you're a heretic. You do scoring on things. Yeah, of course. I premised that these would be important, Amy. So I think it's right to explicit them, right? To make them explicit. Marid, get out of here. Alright, Grandees, where are my Grandees? Only 3 have voted. I see Vaspir, T. Alice, Thrifty, Green MD, Kane, Nobeliv, Crystal, and Modest Pickle. Where are you? I need you to vote right now because this is a 3-way tie. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2. It's currently a tie, 2-2. 1 and 0. 50-50. Yeah, play to find out, right? Uprising it is, trying to raise the treasury. The Grandees plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the queen, before swooping in to steal the throne for themselves. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise the treasury to 2,000 or more in 2 seasons. And finally we have Justin of the Sparse Corruption family. Again, the Sparse Corruption family. Charismatic Queller. Scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Hey there, Sparse. How you doing? Another Queller. Once again, this is someone who is going to try to push for a conjoined effort of all regions. I think we had 2 Quellers, right? Not 3. I think we had 2 regionalists, 2 Quellers, and 1 Prodigy. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Fortune II. Something must be done. Patricians, what do you want to do here? Do you want to use sorcery, trying to raise authority? Do you want to try to find a doppelganger, trying to lower your own defiance? Or do you want to spread corruption, just like Sparse Corruption, and lower authority? Sparse scheming. Two Quellers, 2 originalists, and then the Eastern Prodigy, exactly. Yeah. Ooh, this is a tie. This is a tie. So, you should never doubt my vote. I would never. Patricians, we have, let's see here. Shiny Quarks, Ephra, Hyena, Sparse Corruption, Warp Lotus, Hesperus, and Toucan. This is 7 people. 1 person has not voted. I don't know who it is. I'm gonna count down from 5. It's a 3-way tie. So the person who has not voted from the patricians, which is Warp Lotus. Yeah, Warp Lotus. Here are the stats. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 0. Oh my god. Warp Lotus actually breaking the tie. Sorcery it is. Shiny, your work has been ruined. The patricians plan to make a bargain with the wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the queen was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Boom. And with that, we are done with the schemes. And we have 2 false pretenders, a long-lost nephew, a treacherous something, and somebody else. Let's go. What do we do here? I think Queen Fortune is gonna go for a golden choice 100%. 100% with golden choice here. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Thank you, Aspir. Treacherous half-brother, and then we have a bastard offshoot for the patricians. Fantastic. Alright. An untimely death. Pirates. Oh. We don't need pirates at all. Well, let's start with the pirates. You must do something about the pirates that have been plaguing the coast's ocean trade routes. I lost a whole shipment of fine silks. And they killed the crew, of course, who won't be cheap to replace. Well. Oh, they're plundering the fish, probably, right? Yeah, right? It's pretty interesting, Punkle. So, Coast's navy is non-existent. I don't think we should pay. I don't think we should pay. I think we should risk it. I think we should risk it with the navy, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's true. That too. Physical goods. You're right. Not the fish, what will we eat? I don't know. Rhaegar the Strong. What are the originals called then? Like the Chiefs? I guess you'll have to wait and see when they come up. Or do you really, really, really want to know? If you really want to know, tell me that you really, 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 really want to know. For some good old sounds. Oh, we're gambling. Good. I really, 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 really want to know. Yeah, there you go. I'm glad you picked up on it. Thank you, Fassbeer. Okay, let me get that for you. Oh, welcome in, Soren, Trent Soul. I see you on Discord. So we have Marcher Grazier, we have Southern Militant. For the East, we have Pious Hermit. Yeah, Nolark, that was great. For the East, we have Pious Hermit. For the Coast, we have Coastal Philanthropist. And for the Chiefs, I love the Chief one. I'm so dumb. For the Chiefs, we have Herald of the Old Wassy. Yeah, that's how I decided to name it. Herald of the Old Wassy. It's a pun on, you know, it's a thing that happened in game. It's a typo that became famous. Yeah, exactly. We canonized it. Yeah, people can explain in chat. So let's gamble this 20% and let's win it, because that's how we roll around here. Fuck. Over the next few months, the Patrician Navy suffers constant attrition in their battles with pirates. Your flagship is sunk by cannon fire. A pirate captain with some magical talent summons a kraken from the depths, destroying several of your galleons. These pirates are more powerful than advertised. Though you do keep them away from the trade routes for now, the coast's naval power is weakened considerably and the pirate problem is only getting worse. It's not good. Oh, quite the contrary, Nolark. It's relying on the self-sufficiency of the chiefs. Yeah, exactly. It's the old, like, you are meaning, like, so the original quests for the chiefs is the opposite of the old ways, which is the old Wassy, which is the old ways. Yeah, the old ways, they were nomadic raiders, but the old ways, not really. Bear with me. Untimely death. Let's go. Murder! My father, Count Lorem, has been murdered, and I know who did it. Lorem, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Lorem. It was Grandy Battle of Cannae by the blood of the dead. Don't let him deny it. I won't deny that I killed venerable Count Lorem, but it was no murder. Lorem agreed to an honorable duel, which I won. Blood and stars, it was no duel, it was a cold-blooded killing. What reason would my father possibly have to duel you in the first place? The reason for any duel is between the challenger and the challengee, a private matter not fit for this council. It sounds familiar, yep. Well... Investigation. Investigation is what I say. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, no, of course not, Amy. I was planning on making a character as a young, incompetent noble to feed on the RP, and now it's canon. That's really good. I deny nothing, but it was dishonorable. My fellow nobles, you know me. I'm an honorable man. Please trust in me and let this matter lie. I mean, we gotta look into this a little bit, right? At least. Alright, let's go. The spy master should investigate to find evidence of this claim. Pavlov Khanna killed my father and admitted it right in this council chamber. What more do you need? I'll make this as swift as possible, Your Majesty. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the better. Agreed, agreed, Shade. And now let's take a look at the honor guard. One evening, you're sitting up in bed reading some paperwork when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber as bold as brass. Hello, Your Maj. Glad I finally found you. This bloody place is a maze. Mind if I take a seat? Who are you? Oh, name's Ralph, Your Maj. Pleased to meet you. Listen, I've got a bloody great idea for you. What if gangrene could be cured with moldy bread? I haven't tried it yet, but I've got a good feeling. Before Ralph can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. And that's my question too, Hesperus. What bread? What bread are you talking about? Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where the Palace Watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder? Hello, Athala. Happy to have you. Ash bread is a thing, by the way. There you go. I'm actually smart without even knowing it. But you know, I'm smart. I didn't know. You know, Shiny, that's what I was thinking. Like, he found a way to make bread? Or a way to reuse bread? I kind of want to vote on it. You know? I'll let him cook. I'll actually let him cook, given the situation. Whatever you say, Your Majesty. She goes together. Oh my god, please let us vote so we can see the bread. It's so silly. She goes and gathers up your council, who trickle into the hall in their pajamas, rubbing sleep from their eyes. They don't look particularly pleased to be woken up. Well, oh, shit. We did not account for this. We did not account for it like this. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes. Well, ads are running, so I'll leave you here. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes and a half, so don't go anywhere. Enjoy this. Alright, welcome back everybody. It's time to vote. Are you ready? Let's go. Look at this! It actually works. It actually works. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Oh, except we don't see the individual votes. Well, the coast is currently winning with 8 votes. F actually works. I mean, I am amazed that this actually works. I am amazed that this freaking... Can somebody please make a screenshot of this and send it to Sam? Please? This works! This works! I'm pretty sure Sam is gonna be ecstatic once he sees this. Please get him a screenshot. Oh wow, this is a tie! Wow! Awesome, Warflows, thank you. This is currently a tie, 10 to 10. If you have not voted, your vote could break the tie right now. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 11 to 10, 2, 1, and 0. Boop. There we go. So, which region won? The East won! Ah. Under Ralph's close supervision, injured Eastern soldiers eat moldy bread to stave off infection. To everyone's surprise, it works! The Eastern military is soon fresh and healthy, and the new medicine is rolled out across the kingdom. That's pretty good! Huh. The success of his idea notwithstanding, Your Majesty, if that peasant had been a maniac with a crossbow, I dread to think what could have happened. If one thing's clear from this mess, it's that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like the pathetic watch. Think carefully, Your Majesty, this guard's loyalties will be divided between you and their region. So... yeah, that's amazing. Bye, Evanchi, hello and welcome back, how you doing? So... yeah, we just discovered penicillin. Exactly. So, I think... Huh. That's a good question, Shiny. I have no idea. I have two... So, one of the logic... I can think of two logical things here. One is... actually 3. One counts... We just talked about how the Count's soldiers... Oh, but these are knights. These are not even soldiers, so... It's a little bit different. Then I can think of the Southern militants. Or a political move trying to get gladiators in order to encourage people to enlist in the gladiator ranks, right? Like, it's like... The queen picked the gladiators. I want to be a gladiator too. Trying to revitalize coastal military. I think that would make sense, based on who Fortune II is and how she wants to act. Yeah, exactly. Join the Navy, fight pirates to the world. Something like that, right? Like, hey, look at these people. Don't you want to be like them? The Queen likes them. Yeah, I think gladiators. I think that she'd go with that. Gladiators technically fall into the trade category rather than the military category. We're a role-playing buncle. We're trying to think outside the box here. The entertainment, not military. I mean, in times like these, they probably have become military. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, don't you think that if the coast didn't have any military, they would resort to gladiators too, in order to defend themselves? I'm pretty sure they would. So, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, and also they're last dressers, right? I'm gonna go with that. A gang of low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them? Oh, I've made my decision. It's gonna be the coastal gladiators. I'll make their entrance at once. Gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women underdressed, eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry. They gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. That always cracks me up. Alright. Let me introduce you... Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Maito. Yeah, this probably won't be a world where gladiators can just be around for spectacle. Like, yeah, like in Bladesong. Allow me to introduce you to our new auction screen. This was made by our amazing Shiny Porks. So now, it's up to you to vote. You have 10 options instead of 6. They're all in front of you. Let us get started in 3, 2, 1. Boop. Exclamation mark fund followed by the amount of money you want to spend followed... No. Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the building you want to fund followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Letter first, amount of money after that. Your options are lowering faith for the barons with A, lowering stability with B, lowering farming for the chiefs with C, lowering authority with D, raising farming for the counts with E, raising faith for the counts with F, raising military for the grandees with G, raising stability with H, raising authority with I, lowering trade for the patricians with J. There's plenty of options here. Plenty of options. You can do so many different things. Oh my god, I forgot. 10 seconds left in just a moment here. There are 10 seconds left now. I'm gonna let you know there's 5 seconds left. You can do so many things here. Hurt each other. Pursue your own goals. Boom! Somebody was snatched at the very last second. What happened? Lowering authority? Ephra lowering authority, okay. Trying to get a scheme going. I guess? No. But this is raising authority, so I don't know why. And then we have... Yeah, you got sniped at the very end. Oh, and raising authority. That's pretty funny. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. Wait, how much was spent on those? How much was spent on those buildings? The Pirate Queen. Oh shit. 700 against... Oh, not much. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so not much. Fantastic, thank you. Oh yeah, Hyena and Ephra are also pretty much the same family, so... And they're working against each other. Let's start with the investigation here. Your Majesty, I've returned from my investigation on Count Lorem's death in the east. And what did you find? I found evidence that suggests Lorem's death was indeed suspicious. Servants testified that it was visited unexpectedly by Grandee Baron of Kane, after which they quarreled bitterly. Is there your proof, Spymaster? Grandee Battle of Kane has never denied any of these facts. He denies only that the killing blow was dishonorable. Yeah, thank you, Vaspir. That's what I was asking. I can't explain everything. Awesome, thank you, Sirius. Thanks so much. Let's interrogate Battle of Kane further. Battle of Kane says, I can explain. Let's do it. Yeah. I'm actually going to give you some money. So in spite of this saying 500 gold, it actually gives you 200 gold. We patched it. Alright? It's not much. But let's do it. He insulted my hat. I have done nothing wrong. Includes the focaccia in Italy, but because there's very little flour with actually compensated for poorest peasants to be able to eat bread. You know? You want to know what's funny detail? Actually knew about that. And that's why I included the ash bread in the East. It was something that I was aware that people used to do that in the past. So that I took inspiration from that. The psychology is just too strong. Except for Kane. Alright. Kane, you said you wanted to talk. Let's go. So it's 65%. Oh no. The suspect is roughly taken away to be questioned by the spy master despite the presence of Green DM and the other grandees. I trusted the spy master. But no amount of questioning will loosen Battle of Kane's lips. You can sign him to the dungeons while you plan the next move. I'm sorry. That's not how I wanted things to go. I gotta make up for it, I swear. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's not how I wanted things to go. Yeah, that was excessive. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can marry your sister to make up for it. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. Oh, you know, gotta be women. It's gotta be women. It's gotta be. Pirate Queen. Your August Majesty, our pirates are more aggressive than ever. They follow a pirate queen who calls herself the Bloody Gull. She has established its stronghold on a tiny speck of land called Spiderheart Isle. According to our spies, she's growing every day in power and wealth. What are we to do? Only half our trade vessels reach their destinations. Well, that's not good. Oh, no, we have no navy. Well, I gotta send a diplomat. I am going to send a diplomat. Absolutely. You know what? We can convince the Pirate Queen to work together. I'm convinced we can do that. I'm freaking convinced we can do that. That is important research, Hesperus. Actually, I do want to know that. Yeah, we have to broker peace. We have to convince them that this is in their best interest, right? That they, by damaging us, they are damaging everybody. They have to understand. They have to understand. Like, it's not like just the kingdom will fall. If the kingdom falls, everything falls. It looks like it's gonna be a diplomat. Let's go. Do pirates even know diplomacy? We'll teach them. Your diplomat arrives at Spiderheart Isle, but is not granted an audience. Instead, the Pirate Queen has him pelted with manure and sends him back with a letter in hand. Never mind. Your Majesty, the Bloody Gull writes that if you wish to negotiate, you must meet her in person. I cannot advise you take up her offer. %. This is big in terms of the established lore. We know Fortune the Second is all about talking to unlikely people. Yeah. I think Fortune the Second is gonna go. Soul Dragon, let me make clear something. I'm going to speak to her because Fortune the Second is a character who would do that. Please stop pushing towards a specific outcome. This is an RP dynasty. We do things for the RP, following role playing. Oh no, that was not necessary, Morgan. I think. I mean, I trust your judgment. But yeah. We do things because of RP, but not because we want a specific outcome. For that, we sometimes run specific one-shots in which we go wild and pick all the crazy choices that we usually never pick, or that we wouldn't pick in an RP game. Bounties away, Your Holiness. The thing is, I love that you use the actual correct honorary terms from the South. But yeah, Fortune II is just so adamant on cooperation that she will absolutely talk to the Pirate Queen. Well, Your Majesty, there is always the risk of, to pick an example entirely at random, being pelted with manure. And even if the meeting goes well, you will be legitimizing her false claims of royalty. The nobles will no doubt be annoyed. I want to talk with the Bloody Gull. Of course, Your Majesty, I will arrange for a meeting as soon as possible. Let's go. She wouldn't have been that decisive and that rude, but yeah. Across the kingdom, discontent with the Queen is rising. Everyone knew that she was better off, but until now it hadn't occurred to most people just how much better off. Now the peasants are asking all sorts of troublesome questions about their benevolent overlord, and, as everyone knows, once a question has been asked, it cannot be unasked. Somewhere in the vast southern hills is a forgotten pilgrimage site. Once it housed the saint's bones, now it plays host to a secret night meeting of grandees. The peasants are getting rowdy, and it's all thanks to us. Now that they know how much wealth the Queen's hiding, they're itching to get rid of her. Thrifty. Thrifty, thrifty, thrifty. A little bit, Morgan, yeah. And Vaspir, yep. Careful we don't get them too riled up, mind you, or they'll start asking questions about our wealth as well. Verily now it's time to incite some real chaos. Show them that Queen Fortune II is not only greedy, but she's utterly incompetent too. For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. In the coast, Lord Patrician Warplotus sits on a pier, watching the sharks swim in lazy circles beneath its dangling feet. Suddenly the water begins to boil and froth. The sharks swim off in terror. A huge shaggy figure rises from the sea. You wanted to meet me? Make it quick. A giant squid is fighting a sperm whale 30 miles from here, and I don't want to miss it. I thought we might have a common goal. The Queen has been overstepping her bounds recently, hasn't she? The Queen's Navy did anchor their ships over my favorite reef last month. Bloody annoying. What Navy? I don't know what you're talking about, Scrampton. Alright, I'll help you. But you better get rid of the bees first. Did you say bees? Yes, yes. Haven't you read the latest lore drop on the official King of the Castle Discord? They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference. But they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. What's a Discord? For the next stage of their scheme, the patricians must lower all regions combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Look at that mess. Is Crampton breaking the 4th wall? I mean, Crampton is a wizard. What did you expect? So, I think we are going to definitely do this. Oh god, I'm not even sure. I think so. Yeah. Remember how I said I'm going to compensate for Kane's treatment. There you go. This is me compensating. Making up for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a smart option, Bunkle. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. I think this is to make up for the treatment of Kane. You know, that was unintentional. There we go. An impassioned plea? What is that? Of course, Amy. Or Hugo. You know, her claimant had a legitimate tie to the throne. I do not think we can bear the burden of what it would take to get him there. Oh, Kane is bleeding. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Your Majesty, Grandee Battle of Kane, the Grandee imprisoned for Count Lorem's murder, is asking to speak with you personally. Something about a trial by combat. Very well. I'll head down to the dungeons. You are escorted downstairs to Battle of Kane's cell, in which you find him praying in silence. Thank you for agreeing to meet me, Your Holiness. I have something to beg of you. Jewels of honor are an integral part of Southern culture. So far, I have not had a proper trial with which to prove my innocence. I humbly ask you to let the Ninth decide my fate and sanction a trial by combat. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I'd say that this should be allowed. Like, you actually didn't have a proper trial, so... yeah. You are most wise, Your Majesty, thank you. I think that makes sense. Now... let's see how this goes. You travel to the coast, board a magnificent galleon with 10 rippling sails, and are whisked away to Spiderheart Isle for your meeting with the Pirate Queen. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, Fortune the Second. Bringing the honor guard is kind of a bad impression. I mean, they're pirates. Oh wait, as instructed? Cause wait, what did it say? Why are you saying as instructed? Wait a second. Because I don't remember that part. Did it say to go alone? The message from Radigal was, come alone and we'll talk. She said, come alone. I said to meet in person, there was nothing about meeting alone? Yeah, no, please do check. Please do check that. Because I don't remember it being there. But I might be very wrong. I want to know. Just said in person? Yeah, let's check. Please, if you can. Your Majesty, Blood Eagle writes that if you wish to negotiate, you must meet her in person. I cannot advise you to take her up on the offer. Okay. In person. In person. Then I think she'd bring the honor guard. Her throne room sparkles with heaps of gold and jewels. The walls are bedecked with works of priceless art. She sits on a throne of driftwood, a stolen tiara upon her head. All around her court, pirates are stamping and singing and drinking. They turn quiet when they notice you have arrived. Ahoy there, Your Majesty, from one monarch to another. I'm surprised you accepted my invitation, but gratified. Yeah, definitely not A. How can I persuade you to stop attacking our trade vessels? You tell me, Your Majesty, I've been making a handsome profit. Why should I stop? Because the end of the fucking world is coming. For to pay her to attack other countries' ships on your behalf? No! Oh, there's no way out of this. Yeah, Blood Eagle is amazing. Ah. Definitely not intimidation. Definitely not paying to attack other countries. Definitely not insulting. Oh, that's a good point, Morgan. Yeah. I'm kind of tempted to go A in the sense of the Queen trying to find a way to convince this person to cooperate. I think A is the only relevant one. I mean, this sounds like flirting, but that's not what Fortune II would do. You talk to the Pirate Queen long into the night, covering all manners of topics. Fashion, history, the arts. You're shocked if dawn breaks. Where did the time go? There's definitely something here. A connection. Oh. Why does it have to do this? Why does the game have to do this? It's just these or that. This is absolutely accidental. Yeah. It absolutely is. This is absolutely accidental, I swear. Classic royal diplomacy, yeah. Could be that Fortune thinks she's making a friend while Helena is flirting and wondering where the Queen will finally notice. I think that's 100% what's happening. I think that's it. Helena. I didn't know that was her name. I think that this is the moment in which Fortune II realizes that she's actually enjoyed the company. And she probably realizes that the Pirate Queen has been flirting all night and she hadn't realized because she was so focused on business, right? Fury, believe he is. And I think there's a moment in which they're talking, you know, like they're probably seated. Let me paint a picture for you. They're probably sitting at a small table, you know, one of those very short, very, very small round tables, wooden, you know, all dented and scratched. And they probably have a few glasses of wine on the table. And, you know, they're probably sitting you know, at 90 degrees, so kind of next to each other, not at opposite ends of the table. And, you know, they're probably just casually chatting, and one of them just leans back to laugh and then leans back in, and they realize that their elbows are touching for a moment. You know, and they both look at the elbows, and then they look at each other, and there's that moment in which Fortune II realizes, and she's like, oh, like, you know, she just opens her eyes and blushes a little. And now I absolutely want fan art of this moment. Yes, exactly. It's fortunate. Oh fuck, I'm gay. Oh no. I like how you went into this like, I'm not gonna flirt with the Pirate Queen, this is serious roleplay, but alas, even serious roleplay let you down, and here we are. It's as they say, all roads lead to Rome, and... that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Except... I think this is actually doomed Ryuri. Like, I think that Fortune II, in you know, in the span of a heartbeat, realizes that she could just lean in and kiss her right now. You know? This is, yeah, the literal doomed Yuri in the Doomfall Dynasty. Doomfall Yuri. Like, I think that... yeah, she could just lean in and kiss her. It would be so easy, and they both want it. She realizes she wants to. But then, she feels the weight of the crown upon her head. And she has a moment in which she realizes that if she marries the Pirate Queen, she's not only gonna lose credibility towards the nobles of her council, making it harder to save the kingdom, but she will also make an enemy of the other nations with which she wants to cooperate. And as such, she swallows the thought, clears her voice, leans back again, and says, anyway, it's probably something like, I'm sorry, anyway, back to business. How can I get you to stop attacking my ships? And there's no way out of this. There's no way out of this. This is a dark day for the shippers. Yeah. Yeah. Should have went with the bounty. Ah. Poor fortunes. Poor fortune. Poor fortune. Does that mean she's single? Yeah, apparently. And I just think that Fortune is like, there, you know, there's no way out of this. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Goodbye, Your Majesty. A shame we couldn't come to an agreement. As you sail from Spiderheart Isle, you can still hear her mocking laughter ringing in your ears. Send word to your navy to assault the Pirate Queen's fortress? I think we're fucked. I think we are absolutely fucked. There's nothing more to be done. Should have banked. Would Fortune know it's 0%? I mean, she would definitely know that there's no navy. Should definitely know. And she wouldn't send the few soldiers she has to die. There's nothing more to be done. I hope it doesn't hit too hard. Oh. A month passes and the pirates consolidate control of the Ghost Sea, crossing the ocean to trade with Elrusia is fraught with danger and most merchants don't dare risk it. The Blood Eagle continues to rule her fleet from Spiderheart Isle. As a so-called queen, your courtiers whisper that you've been humiliated by a common pirate. Oh, definitely they would, Soul Dragon. That wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. We need to rebuild our military so that we can fix that. I have found 5 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 5 regions. Yes, I know. Let's see them. So, let's see who we have here. Let's get some actual unity. This is Mag, firstborn daughter of the Northern Lemon Square clan. She's your typical Northern lass. Big, brawny, and honest in the same way an axe to the face is honest. Despite that, she's clearly got some brains. She's an avid reader with a vast library. People say she nurses a grudge, though. I can see the appeal. Pretty cool person. This is Varenika, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Doomfall Dynasty. She's a good-looking one, huh? And not a bad word is said about her. Everyone likes her. See that beautiful fur coat she's wearing in the portrait? Wolf pelt, hunted it herself. She's always planning something that is schemes within schemes. You know? Intriguing. From the coast, we have Eulalia, the wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Sparse Corruption's estate. I mean, just look at her. She's gorgeous, and apparently she's got a silver tongue, too. Her interests are typical of the coast, money, and making more of it. Unfortunately, she's quite bad at it. All her business deals seem to fall through. Oh, that's why you want to marry her off. I see. That makes sense, Sparse. Oh no, I have not forgotten about Mag. Not at all. Yeah, claimant candidate. You know? Could be worse, could be a lot better. From the south, Cardosa, the eldest daughter of the Zeoman lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? She's been in more duels than I can count and won them all. Oh, she's been involved in several high-profile affairs over the years. Major scandals. Nope. And finally we have the March's offering. Tabecca, scion of the prestigious Mitre bloodline, a typical baroness, really loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the barons, a great passion is hunting. No business safe from her crossbow, nor is she actually. She walks with a limp ever since she shot herself in the shin trying to hit the ferret. Meh. I think we have 2 candidates here. Have I made promises to the Grandy candidate? I don't think so. I'm trying to get all my fingers in the royal family. Yeah, I don't think we need to make up for the Grandies. Yeah, see, that's very smart. They destroy other people's finances, marrying people off. So, show me Mag again. Big, brawny, and honest. Brains, avid reader. We like reading. That's okay. And then we have Varenika. Good looking. Everyone likes her. Hunter. Schemer. Oh my god, these are both really good. I think it's gotta be the chief one, though. You know? I think it's gotta be the chief one. The northern one. Yeah, Eastern is good, but... Can we break the Mag curse? I don't think so. Schemer is good. Like, I mean... I don't know. I think it could be the north. Because... Very energetic person. Likes reading, I love reading. You know, it's like... I think I've made my decision. I think it's Mag. The grudge is not a big deal, I think. We can probably work that out in some way. Yeah, it's Mag. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. Fantastic, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Deep in the forest of the March, Baron Simple Coffee has gone boar hunting with a few of his close friends. The kingdom was supposed to be in chaos by now. Chaos! Instead, everyone's getting along with each other. It's sickening. Oh, Tatterman is scheming! Damn and blasted, we can hardly argue that the Queen's advisors are doing a bad job when the whole kingdom's turned into one big picnic. The Baron's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Alright. Cousin, okay. Yeah, also that, Amy, exactly. Also that. How could you? Royal Gamble. Royal Gamble sounds very correct for Fortune II. We're going to start with the Royal Wedding, because that's always good. Right? I think so. Let's do it. Your wedding to Mag is naturally talk of the kingdom. Feels like you're the only one taking part in the marriage, in the party. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Mag at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast. And after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Mag, delivers a short but heartfelt toast expressing a wish to get to know you better. By the time you find yourself alone with Mag, it's past midnight, and even you've never felt more tired. I miss the north. It's too warm down here, and people twist their words. They don't mean what they say. What do you mean? Everyone down here speaks in circles, insulting each other without really insulting each other. I don't know how you stand it. It's tough, but I have to do my duty. By the old gods, I feel for you. I couldn't do it. After finishing the last of the wine, you head to your separate bedchambers. It seems your wife is happy to take her time getting to know you. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. It's Queen Consort, I think. Yeah, it's Queen Consort. Let's do the arms shortage first, because that is of primary importance right now. Your August Majesty, the situation in the coast is dire. The patricians, the Queen's navy, is in tatters. So few ships remain that I fear we lack the presence to patrol our trade routes. We must bolster our dwindling forces in the coast. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? Well? Oh, look at that! Look at that! Holy crap. Let's freaking do this. Employ traders from the marsh to build new ships. Hell yeah. Let's cooperate. Let's work together. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, Lorem. The trial by combat is coming right after this, so we will soon know if you manage to kill the murderer of your father or if you end up dying. Alrighty. Yeah, see? We have some good builders in March. Let's use them. Counting down from 5, vote B to get some free money. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. There you go. The coast without ships is like a library without books. You set Marcher. This is something that Fortune II would say, absolutely say. You set Marcher carpenters, wainwrights, and coopers to making sea vessels to replace those the patricians have lost. And new shipbuilding jobs bring life to the Marcher economy, and the patricians get the boats they always wanted for an absolute bargain. Hell yeah. Yeah, we've had dynasties with like 60 nobles and stuff, so. Yeah, 44, pretty good. Trial by combat. Let's see how this goes. It's the day of Grandi Battle of Canna's trial, and half the city has turned out to watch the spectacle. Grandi Battle of Canna will be fighting a champion of the crown, Your Majesty. Whoever draws first blood wins. Will represent you in the pit. think it's either the Marshal. Yeah, first blood rules. It's either the Marshal or someone from the east, right? He kneels supreme and then throws his hat into the crowd before drawing his blade. Ninth, defend the innocent and strike down the guilty. No, not the oily boy. Have fun, George Rush. Take care. Thank you for sticking around. I think he should be a fighter from the east. Yeah. Yeah. Indeed, I'm sure they'll relish the opportunity. Let's begin, shall we? The fighters don their armor and weapons and face each other in a small fighting pit. Count Katori Blueberry has been selected as Battle of Kana's opponent. I take no pleasure in this, but I must be free. I will try to strike lightly, my friend. Katori, hope you don't die. You take a sip of your drink as the bout begins. Both fighters move like dances. Attack like vipers and circle each other like wolves, closing in on the prey. It's a hard-fought battle, but in the end it's Katori Blueberry who draws first blood. Cheers erupt in the eastern stands, while the Grandies sit in silence. Grandi Battle of Kana has been defeated, and is therefore guilty in the eyes of the Ninth God. Now the Council must decide his ultimate fate. Oh, shit. Sentenced by death? Death by hanging? That sounds very rough. I'm going to say I'll gamble on compensation. Really? I didn't know. I didn't know, Morgan. I'm going to say moving on from past grudges. But in the end, it's up to the council. I'll accept my punishment, but please I ask you don't imprison me. So you either want to be killed or pay compensation? Wow. The thing is, we're already struggling, right? We need everybody. We need everybody. 10-9. This is such a tense vote. 10-10. It's currently tied. 10-10. If you have not voted, perfect opportunity to vote right now. 12-10. This can still be tied. This can still be completely overturned. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 12-11, 1, and 0. 12-11. It's death. Death by hanging by a single vote. Having exhausted all their options, the Grand is powerless to argue against the sentence, but that doesn't mean they're happy about it. The execution is carried out the same afternoon. We hope it will end this bitter feud once and for all. Kane, Fonso, salutes to you. Rest in peace. Watch us from above. Oh, that's such a good show, Electri. Such a good show. Kane. Looking forward to seeing the next noble that comes from her family to bless the kingdom. I loved Alfonso's lore. But you know, what's good is died as a consequence of a fight, in a way, right? So at least you were able to fight until the very last moment. That's the consolation. Northern Saga's tell of Odhul's horn, once gifted to mortals by the honey-blooded prince himself, then lost to the snows of time, never to be found again. Until now. I have it! Odhul has spoken! Last night during the storm I beseeched the drunken vessel himself, and loaded lightning struck the earth far to the north. That is where we will find the horn. You mean into the frozen wastes? Hey, have everyone muster their best warriors. We're heading into the main of the Ice Giants. For the next stage of their chief's scheme, they must raise their military to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Skeletal recondition, hello. You are always a schemer. Late at night, 2 counts meet in an ancient stone cemetery to discuss their schemes against the queen. Our grain stores are looking much more impressive than the rest of the kingdom. Yes, and I've had peasants from the north moving onto my lands, desperate to sponge off our prosperity. How delightful. But won't summoning this demon be difficult? It's magic beyond our usual fare. The walls of reality are sturdy, but they can be weakened. A tide of blood must swallow this kingdom in its wake. Chaos. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. There you go. There you go. So who is on stage 1? Barons are on stage 1. Grandies are on stage 2, and patricians are on everyone's on stage 2 except for the barons. Alright. Because it's bugged, Electri, it's actually not all faith, but only 2 regions. Yeah, 3, rather. Everyone is dueling. Oh no. A terrible curse, another jousting tournament. Wow. More jousting, yeah. Is this Blade Song? Everyone is dueling in the jousting tournament? Is this Blade Song? Well, let's start with the jousting tournament. Your Majesty, the Barons of the March have invited you to jousting tournament. How delightfully rustic. Yeah, I'll support the knight. This is politics. Yeah, this is absolutely politics. All we need is an arena competition. Yeah. Doom song. Doom song is also pretty good. People are trying to die in more fun ways than they would in the upcoming Doom. Yeah, see, that's smart. Yeah. It's like Flash Forward, the show, or the book, if you know what I'm talking about. Good show. Sad it was cancelled like 15 years ago. What are we doing here? You want to do everyone is dueling or tribal curse? Let's do curse first. Grandi Tialis rushes into the council chamber breathless and in disarray. By the 9th, you look like you haven't slept for weeks. That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair is falling out in chunks. By the 9th god, get away from me. It was one of my peasants. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch. Oh, absolutely send scholars to find an explanation. Abso-freaking-lutely. Right? Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Ursula wrote of something like this. Said studying it worked last time. Oh, we went for the same thing? Boom, let's do it. See? Oh god, how is that in English? There is an Italian saying for that. How does it go in English? Buon sanguinemente. Oh, does it not exist in English? What? Oh, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right. But literally it means good blood doesn't lie. So what's happening here? Alright. Okay, so it looks like we're actually investigating. if you haven't voted, vote B to get some free money, especially if you're a Grandy, because I see very few of you. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Boom, there we go. We filled the 90%. If you insist that this curse isn't broken soon, I'll be the laughingstock of the South. Unfortunately, Quill University's finest scholars are mystified. The curse, if that's what it is, does not fade away. Tialis is forced to spend their hard-earned coin on dozens of new hats. We need Tialis to be bold next time. This kingdom is cursed. Yes, it is indeed cursed. It is indeed cursed. Tialis. Yeah, we need you bold with the hat. Exactly. If you do it, applauses. Applauses to you. So it looks like we have some ads coming in soon. So let's get started on this event. And then as soon as it starts, we're going to pause and take a break. So I can, I think, actually go get an infusion. A hot infusion to imbibe. Ever since Grandy Battle of Khan's spectacularly popular trial by combat, arrested nobles and peasants alike are demanding similar trials. It's all the rage. We should probably put a stop to that. Indeed, it could get out of hand. Okay, what do we have here? Ban duels and trials by combat? I don't know, that sounds dangerous. Press criminals into the military instead? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, let's do that. That's what we want to do. That's absolutely what we want to do. Oh, there you go. We have ads running, so I'm going to be waiting to run this. I'll see you in 3 minutes. Break time. Go grab a drink, use the restroom, do the thing. and welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking around. It is time to press some criminals into the military. Are we ready? Let's get this started. Ding! So, would you be so kind as to remind me to remove my thing from the thing in 3 minutes? Because I'm gonna forget, and I absolutely need to do it. I would appreciate that. Yeah, Pirate Queen, you were defeated by obligations. That sounds pretty much like it. Yes. Yes. What could go wrong? Right, with option C. What could go wrong? I see nothing wrong with that. I see absolutely nothing wrong. Look at the Grandies voting compact on B. I love that. Regional alliance here. Yeah, that sounds like it, Amy. Alright, looks like it's gonna be C. Gonna be counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. There we go. Press criminals into the military instead. From now on, anyone who asks for trial by combat will get exactly what they want, except they'll be fighting the kingdom's enemies to earn their freedom. Stability, a trial by many combats, if you will. That's fantastic. That's great news. You can't do that. Those duels are sacred, an ancient tradition of the South. You make a mockery of them because a few criminals find a legal loophole. That's your problem, not ours. It's a fair point. It's a fair point. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. I'll give you a moment to take a look at all the different options of this auction. It takes a moment. It takes a moment. So, starting the auction in 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the bill you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. You can raise authority with A, lower stability with B, raise military for the chiefs with C, lower military for the chiefs with D, raise farming for the counts with E, raise faith for the counts with F, raise stability with G, lower trade for the grandees with H, lower farming for the patricians with I, and lower faith for the patricians with J. Alright, welcome back to episode 2 of the Doomfall Dynasty. I had some internet connection issues that just truncated the auction, and we didn't get a chance to vote properly on it, and so I apologize. I sincerely apologize for that. There is... oh wait, actually, wait. Oh my god, it's back. It is back. Never mind. Never mind. We're good. It didn't save. I was looking for the auction in the events. Okay, now we get the actual auction. Thank God. So, apologies again for the inconvenience. My router decided to die while I was streaming. So... yeah, exactly. I'm waiting for everybody to rejoin. There are a few people less than previously. So please, if you're still here, if you're still watching, and you haven't joined, please join again. Lemon Square, you have 2,175 gold. So 2,175. True. Edonia, you have 1,600 gold. Yeah, join. I'm gonna give it 1 more minute while I sip some delicious chamomile. Too hot. It's too hot. But I want to drink it now, so I'm adding some water. There you go, that's how you do it. And then We're gonna sip some of this, and then we're gonna get started. Fantastic. Alrighty. Now that we have most people, let us continue. So, same options. Yeah, no worries. No worries, Sora. You gotta take care of yourself. Of course, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm so glad you found us. So, let's go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Bing! Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the billing you want to fund followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are raising authority, lowering stability, raising military for the chiefs with C, lowering military for the chiefs with D, raising farming for the counts with E, raising faith for the counts with F, raising stability, lowering trade for the grinders with H, lowering farming for the patricians with I, and lowering faith for the patricians with J, and a lot of corner pointing. As I was saying earlier, there's a lot you can do in these, right? To support each other, to support the common quests, to support the regional quests, and, you know, hinder the others. 20 seconds left, by the way, so be careful what you try to fund and how much money you spend, because some of the quests involve spending a lot of money. So you either spend a lot of it or you don't at all. 5 seconds left. Fund, 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 fund. Boom. What happened? So, lowering stability. Marid, lowering stability. Don't forget to get the thing. What thing? Oh, you can, of course, of course. And then we have Soul Dragon, and others raising farming for the counts. Look at that. Okay. Oh, yes. Except 10 minutes have passed. But thank you, nonetheless, Sora. Yeah. It was 10 minutes. Luckily the stream crashed the moment the 3 minutes had passed, and so I looked at the time and I was like, okay, perfect timing. Thank you. All right, so lowering stability and raising farming. Let's go. The long march north and about your heir. Let's start with the long march north. Appreciate that though. Thank you. Good evening, Your Majesty. Tell me, have you ever heard of Odhel's Horn? A Northern legend, right? The Horn of Odhel is indeed a Northern legend, a horn gifted to mortals before the Ninth Triumph during the Cursed Age. Pagan superstition? No, actually, get to the point. You must understand, whether it is a creation of a pagan spirit or not, the horn is real. My sources confirm it. It's said to have the power to destroy any fortification with a single toot. The chiefs are searching for it in the frozen wastes, having received a sign hinting at its location. That doesn't sound good. It's not. We'll need to stop them before they retrieve it, if at all possible. They've gathered a great host of warrior heroes for the journey to the waste. We must act fast to have any hope in stopping them. You hastily assemble the council to deal with the chief's military build-up. The chiefs predictably deny everything. Ah, this is not good. Would you deny us our right to protect ourselves from the nice giants? Bah! Bah! I'm going to say golden choice on ban. Yeah, we're trying to buy time here, right? We're trying to buy time. I mean, you've got a point there, Kane. Cultural appropriation from the chiefs. The chiefs say Batu. You know, I'm okay with them entering the frozen wastes, but I want to remove this Odhel Horn thing. ban knowledge after all that talk of unity. This is closer to sedition, you know? It's like, you can stop talking about this and focus on important things like saving the kingdom and not spreading ideas that could inflame people to work against each other instead of with each other. I think that's how Fortune frames it. I'm gonna count down from 5. Oh, also, yeah, I should mention this every time that I use Golden Choice, but Golden Choice only provides 200 gold in this version of the game, right? So beware of that. I should really hammer this point to make sure that people know. Yeah, pretty much like Maito said, yeah. Alright, let's go. Your ban helps slow the tide of warriors joining the expedition in the north as word of the mythical horn is stifled. Will be more time before the chiefs can set out on their journey north, but the delay is not permanent. The chief's stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. So, yeah, exactly, Marid. Precisely. Let's do the favorite competitor. T-Alice, once again, I want to see you bold and with a hat next week. I'd love to, is what I'm saying. The barons have assembled upon a jousting field, watching from tall stands. The place is buzzing with excitement. Welcome one and all. We have a most thrilling guest today. Cheering erupts and the nobles stamp so hard that the stands tremble. My liege, the highest ranked knights of the tournament are applying for your favor. Oh, you got cursed. Yeah. And we failed the 90% roll to cure you. First is Baroness Susie, who won every bout last year. Some claim that she cheated, but surely they're just jealous. Oh, you're doing it? Thank you, I love it. Second, oh my god, again? No way. Wait a second. No way, Marid again. No one thought she would succeed this year, but she obviously trained hard. People are calling her the underdog. Wait, what? You used to be really good at this. Yeah, Marid was amazing last time. Last in is Chief Donya, the interloper, a surprise foreign contestant, but she qualified nonetheless. So, my liege, who will you favor? I mean, we gotta favor the champion, right? We gotta start a story here. What is oh no? Wait, what? Frogs again? No. Frogging again? Apologies once again. Looks like this really is a doomed dynasty. Yeah, we're back. We're back. We are back. Connection is actually good on my end, so I have no idea what's going on at this point. So, y'all are still in the game. You don't need to join even if the extension bugs out. But don't worry. Don't worry. Don't you worry. So, I was about to say, I think we should... Is everyone okay? Are we back? Yeah, we're back, okay. Once again, welcome back. Episode 2 is still going on. We're having some connection issues tonight, unfortunately. So, yeah. Ups and downs, but we will persevere and hopefully survive the apocalypse. So we're talking about a jousting tournament here, and we have a recurring contestant here who won the tournament last time, and I think it wouldn't be wise to bet against them. So I think we're going to be betting, or favoring rather, Baroness Marid, the underdog. You back at her forward and affix the ribbon to her chest. The crowd cheers as she rises to the starting post. Yeah, we're going to clap politely here. Marid bows once more, and the bout begins. Chief Adonia is her first opponent. Their horses stamp as the two jousters glare at each other across the field. Have at you! The jousters gallop towards each other. Marid's lance catches Adonia in the shoulder, but does not unseat her. But she's weakened. On Marid's next charge, she hits Adonia right in the chest. The horse stumbles, then throws her into a heap in the dust. Marid wins the day, claims a hefty cash prize, and is on track to win the entire jousting championship. Holy shit. Ilona Alexandri won the tourney during Monarch Fortune the first reign, and now wins again during Fortune the second's reign. Ilona Alexandri is on the way to becoming a legendary jouster, let me tell you. Let me tell you. That's fantastic. Ouch. This is fantastic. Yeah, right? Like, you managed to win 2 tournaments. That's pretty insane if you think about it. There's some good RP to do there. Congrats. She's doing amazing. Your marriage to Mag has grown stale. Oh, you got along well enough and you've made some good memories, but there's no spark. She cares more about her stupid books than your happiness. I mean, I love books too. Isak. We'll have a wife together. We'll have a child together. We'll have a child together. Absolutely. There's no way. There is no way that we don't. A pair of counts face each other in silence. A code word is exchanged. They speak of their latest scheme. What happened? The kingdom was meant to be a whirlpool of chaos by now. Just give it time. Just give it time. It's more like a whirlpool of smiles and... Yeah, that makes sense, Mido, actually. No demon will come anywhere near it. Give it time. The counts aim to lower stability for less. Same thing for the Grandees. Thrifty meeting with co-conspirators. It's no good, the peasants are losing momentum. If we don't keep up the pressure, they'll go back to living their normal lives in peace. Bah, lazy good for nothings. Can't even get off their backsides for one measly revolt. We have to keep them unhappy, don't allow the queen time to stabilize. The Grandee's goal is to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. Kane, we would, would have never, yeah, I would have never done it. I would never do it. Marid, yes. If that happens, I want you to keep showing up. Along the coast, Lord Patrician Warp Lotus is visiting Wizard's Crampton in his cliffside tower, built of knotted coral and seashells. The Dream Queens still rule over the apiary, as powerful as ever. You failed me. Please, just give me a few more months. By the 9th, I won't let you down. Cease your whining, just get it done, or I'll grow barnacles on your bones. Patrician's aim is to lower all regions combined farming to 14 or less. Once again, this is not all regions, but 3 regions. Yeah, see, a bunch of people saying bah. So we're definitely gonna give money to the Grandees here. Definitely. We don't want them to be mad at us. And I think that that's gonna be it. Yep, that's gonna be it. There we go. Oh my god, Vaspir is richer than Sparse Corruption. Look at that. Insane. I know you like money, you don't need it though. Well, I'm not sure I like these events. Let's start with the prediction. Your Greatness, excellent news from beyond the sky. As Your Greatness knows, I'm an amateur astronomer. I've seen that a solar eclipse is on its way, visible from the north. We must encourage the kingdom to gather beneath the dark sun and experience this once-in-a-lifetime event. No, we need to protect from this shit. By the 9th May, an eclipse is a warning from the 9th god, a sign that the kingdom has fallen into shadow. All the nobles start talking at once. Some are excited, some horrified, but all are very loud. Golden choice on... Focus on freaking holy protection 100%. What are we doing here? We need to focus on holy protection. Dude, the apocalypse is coming. There's no way we're gonna do this. Like, we're not gonna encourage visitors to witness the event. We need to protect against the eclipse. 100%. 100%. We gotta freaking protect, y'all. Katori just doesn't give a shit. Yeah, no. Like, given the current circumstances, none of the events that I've seen reassure me at all. Do we only have one patrician left? No, there are some patricians here. There you go. Yeah, we have a bunch of patricians. Where are you? Sparse Corruption, Shiny Quarks, Hyena Droid, Warp Lotus, Toucan, and Miss Minichu. If you're still here, consider voting. And if you vote for A, you're gonna get some free money. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Common goals? You can find them at the link that somebody's gonna post in chat real soon. There you go. Northern sagas have few specifics about the sun going dark other than usual, we're all going to die, so the chiefs turn to church scripture for help. You hope they will find something before the eclipse occurs. There you go. Thank you, Vaspier. That's the link. Yeah, I saw that you voted immediately. Oh, by the way, y'all. By the way, I just want to let you know that in the current state of things, the counts have max farming. So you might be qualifying for another quest. Haha. 2 quests, actually. If you look at trade, you're qualifying for... exactly, as well as 10-10-10. Yep. Precisely. The North still had mushrooms, yeah. So potentially we can have 2 quests completed. But farming has to stay at 8 in the east, and trade has to stay at 10 in the march, east, or south. Exactly. If you can push the North military to max, which would be 9, so if you can raise it by 1, it could be to 3. Could be 3 quests in one stream, in one reign, which would be insane. Alright, bed mushrooms, let's go. Bad news, Your Majesty, the northern common folk are starving. Predictable, but in their starvation they have turned to foraging for ice mushrooms to survive. This particular variety is delicious and filling, but makes one very ill after a brief recovery. All seems well. Oh yeah, definitely Bunko. That's the one that we were referencing. First weed, now shrooms. I don't like where this is going. The next morning, the unfortunate soul rises from their bed in a fugue state, wandering the streets as though touched by a demon. Then they drop dead. This mushroom is so dangerous that my servants are calling it the 6th god's bane. It sounds rather useful. Oh, well, I wouldn't comment on that. If we can't get more food in the north, we should at least tell the peasants that what this 6th god's bane looks like. Oh my god. See, this is an effect of the desperation that ensues from the famine, right? From the ash affliction. I'm gonna veto A. I think we should absolutely go for B here. 100%. RP wise, I'm 100% going B, right? I'm encouraging B actively. Boom. Yeah, I think we should aid them. Remember, we have to survive the afflictions, right? We gotta raise these stats. Yeah, both are good, right? But that's why I'm leaving you the choice. 11-9. Oh, this is close. This is pretty close. If you haven't voted, definitely vote now. This can still be tied. This can still, their result can still be changed. I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. 12-9 in the end. The Counts, Patrician, Grandees, and Barons aren't thrilled with the expense, but the chiefs are delighted indeed. Meanwhile, the peasants stopped resorting to the sixth god Spain and collapsing in the streets. Hopefully the north will continue its recovery. It's just one farming? Oh my god. There's potentially one more that you can complete by raising faith for the chiefs, by the way. A singular farming. Married! Majestic victories have made me famous all across the March. In fact, the people of my hometown, Egerstad, want to build a statue in my honor. You'll donate to the project, won't you? Do we really need... I mean, after 2... Oh, you don't want statues. I mean, after 2 tournaments won? You know? Why not? Yeah, you did win 2 tourneys. So, I gotta say this, right? That if people want to build this statue, I'm going to soften the costs. Yeah, let's go with that. This is all up to the nobles at this point. As a military man, I say B. That could work. We might need some troops. Not like the marcher. Not like the March wants troops. If you think about their goal, right? Their original quest goals. We need tangible help. Save the statues until after we save the world. That's a good point. That is a good point. Would hurt to work training marcher troops instead. Makes sense. Gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There you go. 13 votes on B. That option wins and we fail. God damn it. Part is married and the barons grumble about not getting what they want. What's worse, the marcher military advisors openly question the usefulness of jousting in pitched battles. The idea becomes nothing more than a joke at your expense. Well, it's not great, in it. In the north, unbeknownst to the rest of the kingdom, a great battle has just taken place. Naturally, the chiefs are celebrating their recent victory against the ice giants in the frozen wastes by smashing steins together and singing battle songs all throughout the night. Did you see the giant's face when I cut him down? Poor blighter never felt a heated axe before, haha! So much loot. Never mind the horn, look at all this gold. The party lasts long into the night. A few chiefs take turns drinking mead out of Oddhell's horn. As dawn breaks, they stumble into the main hall, where Chief Lumi has beckoned them. Quiet down, you louts, it's time to get serious. This horn has the power to collapse buildings, cause earthquakes, even destroy mountains. We must vote on how it will be used. Ooh. And we have ads. Ad break right now. That's great timing. Thank you, Treach. So I'm just gonna stick around for this time. So Chiefs, if you want to start voting, you can drop your votes here. Yeah. I'll wait for the ads to be over before moving past the vote. Don't worry. So what do we have here? Threaten to destroy the kingdom's food supplies? What? Or sneak into the capital and collapse the palace into the monarch's head? They're both really fucked up. Oh my god. They're both really fucked up. Oh, I think we have a majority here. Look at that, yeah. We have an absolute majority for the Chiefs. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh my god. I don't even know what that is. Fast beer? See, I'm so European. Oh. So, how long is it? About a minute. Okay, yeah, we're gonna hang out on this screen for about a minute while we wait for ads to run their course. But I don't know. I'm starting to feel like the Chiefs might actually be doing it. I'm not feeling too confident here. Which is probably, like, this probably means that the Chiefs are willing to destroy the palace in order to put their own claim on the throne, because they think that they would do a better job saving the kingdom than the current queen, in spite of the current queen potentially being able to complete 2 to 3 goals. That's interesting, right? That's interesting. All right, 10 seconds, and then we can get we can keep going. There we go. Fantastic. Let me close this and let's continue. Welcome back, everybody. Let's go. Yeah, exactly. Lumi's a flame queller too. That's what I was saying, right? So it's probably a divergence in a disagreement on the kind of means that you should use, right? Maybe they think that they could do a better job, right? Maybe they assess Fortune the second has not been super successful, and they think, no, we need to go faster, we need to do things differently. A bit too sneaky for my liking, but it'll get the job done. We'd best make sure that security is lax enough to sneak in. I'm sure we can convince the Queen to relax a few restrictions here and there. For the good of the realm, of course. For the final stage of their scheme, the Chiefs must lower authority to 3 or less. So the Chiefs are really trying. Are really, really trying. If the monarch dies or is exiled, do we still check for quest completion, by the way? Yes, of course. I actually think there might be a reason for Iron Choice here. I don't think... Yeah, I think it would be Iron Choice. And Fortune would probably use it quite sparingly. But I think it's something that fits her character better than Royal Gamble. Like, one of the keywords that I have for her is uncompromising. On very few select things, so... I think it makes sense to have it. We'll see. Oh, we got the chilies, look at that. Let's start with the chilies. 3-to-1 bite. Two doubles dangling bright red chili peppers over their tongues chew ferociously at their respective vegetables. Ah! Grr. I can't take it anymore. Shiny, what are you doing? As Del Patricia Shiny Quark spits out their chili, the council hall erupts into cheers. Someone please explain what's going on. The Grandi Tiali's famous red-hot Hazavian chilies. Where have you been all year, Your Majesty? The chili craze is spreading all across the kingdom, Your Majesty. Nobles and commoners are competing to create the hottest chili in Celestat. So far, Grandi Tialis holds the crown. Yeah, I mean, not quite, not even that, Bonkle. I think even more selected. Oh my god, chili ashes. Probably they're so popular also because it's very rare to have some good ones that don't turn to ashes. I mean, let me try. Of course, Your Highness, we compete in growing, but also eating the peppers. As the winner of the last round, I would be honored to face you. The Chancellor hands each of you a shriveled red thing that vaguely resembles a pepper, wishing you good luck. Well. Oh my god! You bite down on the pepper, the spice explosion is overwhelming, but you hold your nerve until Count Bonkle II finally cracks. We are blessed. We are blessed. That's where royal blood protects us. Cheers erupt as he spits out his chili. For the blood of the dead, you have an iron tongue. An iron choice too. Your Grace, well done. Your Holiness, perhaps you'd like to sponsor my growing contest? I'm looking for the hottest chili in the land. The winner will receive a hefty cash prize. Or you could sponsor us patricians. With the treasure's support, we'd be sure to win. No, the Queen should sponsor us. We have the better chance and everyone knows it. Well... 100% we're sponsoring the competition. Yes. 100%. 100%. Yes, we're sponsoring this. Yeah, any food is good, even if it kills you. I mean, not quite, but you get what I mean, right? I see that 200 gold is might still be too much. I go with like 100 for golden choice. But this is also a little bit skewed because in this dynasty, people need a lot of money to complete quests, right? So, but it's an interesting experiment having golden choice given only 200 gold. Yeah, that's true. More resources for the kingdom and the crown is sponsoring. It's appreciated. That's a good point. So, last opportunity to vote on A to get some free money, counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go. Sponsor the competition. Simply sublime. With your backing, the competition is sure to be a success. And indeed it is. In the end, Katori Blueberry of the Counts comes out on top, producing a sickly looking pepper that makes even Grandi Tialis gasp for water. Bravo! What a diabolical spice. Truly malicious. Is Katori the richest person in the kingdom right now? Yeah. 5,000 gold. Definitely the richest. Holy shit. Holy fuck. With your added incentive, new life is injected into alien farms throughout the kingdom. Oh my god. We are saving the kingdom, everybody. Holy shit. You know, it might actually be that red hot chili peppers, the spicier they are, the more immune they are to become ashen. It's like some sort of arcane protection. Figure, like, go figure, right? Yeah, H is the cap for farming, yes. Wow! Pepper said of the future of hot cuisine. Northern chiefs swear by their new chili and soup, while the Baron's fabled oxberry pie is given a spicy twist. Good stuff. Rumors of danger. Yeah, you fight fire with fire. Your Highness, I'm afraid we learn nothing from scripture about the eclipse. Heathens, we searched through our most ancient monasteries and discovered a book describing a time when the sun went dark. And then? Servants of the evil seventh god broke through while darkness fell into possession of the one who predicted the eclipse. And now the seer in question is none other than Chief Skeletal Recognition. That's just some old book. I'm not any sort of demon. Skeletal Recognition. I am so sorry. Just some old books? Old books are exactly what told us about Sevis. Not yet, Your Holiness. The scripture describes how the demons will use skeletal recognition to bring Avok to our realm. We must protect the kingdom. Iron choice. Boom. Kill the guy. Just... Yep. I'd say that's it. I mean, it is rough. If the game had given me an inquisitorial trial, I would have done it. Artifacts may be reusable. Are they gonna be enough, though? Maybe we can use them against Sevis? I mean, that's an option. That's an option, but it's also a risk. I'm gonna say either A or C, but I think that in this case, Fortune II would plead very sorry, but also think, okay, no. No. No, we don't want to risk this. We don't want to risk this at all. Yeah, exactly. Given the current situations, we can't take chances, right? Like, this is the monarch being like, I know it sucks. I know it's unpopular, but I know it's the best thing we can do to minimize risk. But A is also fine. So it's up to the council at this point. Like, how desperate do they feel, right? How desperate does the council think the situation is? And I think that the result of this vote is also going to determine how we play the game from now on in this dynasty, right? Because if we vote for C, nothing happens, okay, maybe people are going to doubt what the monarchs decide. If we vote for A and bad things happen, people are going to be way more, how do you say that? Compliant, right? In the future. When the monarch is like, no, we gotta do this horrible thing to prevent even more horrible things. So, I'm actually kind of curious to see A. This is very close, by the way, 7-5, so I'm gonna count down from 5 here in case you haven't voted yet. Vote now. This vote is super tense and super important. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. 9, 10-5 even. Wow. Ragiana coming in. Seeking out artifacts. Chief Skeletal Recognition is most grateful to be spared. You have the treasure, comb through bazaars and backstreet occult shops to find artifacts to protect against a potential demonic invasion. Plenty of fakes arise, including a badly painted gold frog. Why does it have to be a fucking frog? I have no words. We are fucked. Gold frog, whose owner insists it wards off demons, as demons are a type of frog? I just... You know, it makes sense now. It makes sense now. Demons are a type of frog. There you go. Now it all makes sense. Yeah, it all comes together in the end. Oh god. What are we doing? Eventually, the treasure tracks down a true relic, the desiccated hand of Saint Agnes, an ancient warrior priest who slayed many demons before being bitten in half by cockatrice. It looks horrible and smells worse, which you hope are just some of its repellent powers. Demons are a kind of frog. I don't want to believe this. I didn't know that little bit of lore. Why? Why does it always have to be frogs? God damn it. They truly are my arch nemesis. Exclamation mark. No, no. What are frogs if not another kind of fish? What are fish if not another kind of demons? Oh, you're right, Bonko. Your Majesty, nobles of the Council, tensions are running high, but the kingdom itself is stable. Perhaps it's time we forget our past troubles and come together as friends? What do you have in mind, Chancellor? We could exchange gifts or hold a friendly competition, a fashion show perhaps, or a game of riddles. Yeah, team building, you say. Yep, demons are fish, exactly. Aristotle would be proud. This is not a stupid idea. Let's do a friendly fashion competition, shall we? That's what I should say. But it's up to y'all. I have a few gifts in mind, like access to the face. Oh, you want me to spend money, huh? Oh, shit. You know what's gonna happen, right? You know full well what's gonna happen. 7 to 8. We are having a lot of very close votes tonight. 8 to 8, look at that, it's currently a tie. 9 to 8, exchange of gifts is currently winning. No way. 9 to 9, counting down from 5 here. If you haven't voted, vote now, because the vote is currently tied, and you can break it. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. A game of riddles wins in the end. Wonderful, I make the arrangements at once. The nobles can work together on the riddles with a hefty cash prize if they get it right. The nobles of the council begin murmuring. This is a chance to prove their sharpness of their wits. They better brush up their riddles. Brush up your riddles. The kingdom is very poor. And I'm very scared of the chiefs. Oh no. The game... Oh. Look at these 3 events. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's start with the bankruptcy. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan, sell off the crown jewels, perhaps crack some of your predecessor tombs. We're not printing. Hefty loan doesn't sound great. We spent it all on riddles. Is it the tombs? Or is it the jewelry? I think it's jewelry. Yeah. You see, if you take the loan and the creditor gets eaten by a smoke monster before you have to pay it off, you get infinite money. It's smart. Just keep pushing the due date. Yeah, I mean, it's a way to get us closer, right? Working together, but it's not really working together. Loan very smart. I don't know why you're saying that. Infinite money leads to the apocalypse, yeah. I actually think Fortune II would make the sacrifice of selling off the jewels. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Actually, this is kind of huge if the queen can be talked into an authority option, because guess what season it is? Yep. That's true. That's only if the apocalypse happens. If it doesn't, you're gonna have to actually pay. Yep. But yeah, I don't think she would crack on the tombs. So there is a risk that the chiefs just managed to blow up the palace right now. And I think it's gonna be sell off the royal jewelry. Yep. You auction off dozens of necklaces, 5 gold rings, and a jewel scepter to the nobles. It is a humiliating affair. Selling off symbols of power makes you look weak and desperate. Oh, look at this tiara. Fetching, isn't it? Don't mind if I do. Hey, check out this scepter. It's like I'm the queen. Good job, Vaspir. God damn it. Game of riddles. Let's do it. Your Majesty, I've asked the court jester to help us with our game of riddles. Fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-dum. Let's test our wits and have some fun. Oh. Oh no. Prithee walks on 4 legs in the... Man, it's man! Sora's just... Step back from the community and sleep. Okay, awesome. Have a good night, Sora. And good job on your riddle solving skills. By the ninth, that was an easy one. Your canny riddlers, after all, have pity on this poor old fool. But since the council's mood is nigh funereal, I shall break out some new material. With the next tower, the jester capers around the council hall, posting riddles and occasionally hitting Countess Sora with an inflated pig's bladder on his stick. Finally, he sings out the final and most difficult riddle of all. I am a beast that has swallowed many a man. The more heads I grow, the stupider I am. What? What? Without me, bards weep and kings frown. To find me, visit your nearest town. What am I? What? I'm a beast that has swallowed many a man. The more heads I grow, the stupider I am. What am I? Y'all, I have no clue. I have no idea. Well, I'll let you vote. I have no idea. Yeah, I've never seen this one. We got 25% to guess it. Y'all? It's man! The answer is man! 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 Just love. I just imagine Sora shouting and Katori shouting in the background, Man! Man, it's man! I don't know. It's Cower? I'm a beast that has swallowed many a man. The more heads I grow, the stupider I am. Oh shit, probably crowd. Oh my god. Oh fuck. The kingdom is doomed. Counting from 3, 2, 1. No, I didn't guess it. I read it in chat. What say ye, your majesty? Dost thou agree with thine council members? You know, if I hadn't read it in chat, I would have trusted you. And I am going to trust you. I think Fortune II would trust you, dear nobles. So yeah, I think you're correct. Then by my throat, fools, you are both. That's how it ends? Oh no, there's. The correct answer was a crowd. The council's wisdom was over-exaggerated. I shall leave before I'm no longer tolerated. The jester cartwheels out of the council hall, leaving the nobles grumpily muttering about wasted time. At least you get your money back. Well, that's gonna be fun. Quest for an heir. Oh. That would be funny, Maito. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to my son, Fortune III. It's a good name. It's a good... You know? I love Fortune. I don't know. Does it sound gender neutral to y'all too? Kinda does. That's cool. It won't pass to Fortune? I don't know. If someone will break out into a polite applause by designating an heir cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Majesty may be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son. What is his name? Fortune III. Hurrah, Your Majesty. I'm sure little Fortune III will grow up to be a chip of the old block, if he ever gets to grow up. I know that it's authority, but there's auction. You forgot the auction. Vaspir. You forgot the auction. So there is a last chance here. There you go. We have a monument. We have a monument. So, options are here. I'm gonna read them all, because these might be the last thing we do tonight. You can raise the military for the barons with the Fortress A. We can build a monument, raising authority with B. Lemon Square, you have 3,600 gold. Yeah. That's the kind of tension, that's a kind of tension that I wanted to see, Amy. Monument is also a quest, if it can be funded for 10k. Yeah, if you fund it for at least 10k, barons, you complete one of your original quests. Yeah. Yeah. Green MD, you have 2,900 gold. Just shy of 3,000. So, monument is very appealing. Or you could do theater and lower authority. Then there's lowering trade for the chiefs with D. There's a cathedral. Raising faith for the counts. Cathedral is also an important building, together with an observatory. Lowering faith for the counts with F. Then we have lowering stability with the prison with G. Lowering military for the grandees with H. Lowering farming for the patricians with I. And then there's a library, raising stability with J. Alright? So, with that said, hey, Pasnik, how you doing? Welcome in, Pasnik Prime. I hope life's treating you well, my friend. We are about to do a possibly very, very decisive thing here. So Cathedral and Observatory are 20,000, right? Whereas Library and Monument are 10,000. So yeah, there are some opportunities here to complete some quests. So it all depends on what you want to complete. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Dude, happy birthday! You know, I was in London last week. Happy birthday, man. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful birthday. Now, though, the most decisive 45 seconds of the stream. Go ahead, go crazy and fund things. Oh, look at that. The monument has been built with over 5,000 gold. To count for the quest, it has to be funded with at least 10,000 though. If it's funded with very little below 10,000, you'll basically have wasted that money. So you really want to be able to spend all 10k at once. 20 seconds left. Spend that money. Spend that money. What are you doing? Spend that money. 15 seconds left. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is so tense. This is so tense. 10 seconds left. Come on, 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 come on. Spend money, spend money, spend money. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, what happened? What happened in the end? What happened? No! 100 shy! No! Oh my god! This is a disaster! This is a disaster! Oh my god! 100 gold short. Devastating. Look at that. The Barons tried with all they could to pass their regional quest and to keep the monarch on the throne. And they failed to do both. Wow. Can I say? This is some of the tension that I wanted to say from this dynasty. Exactly this kind of stuff. This is one of the ways in which I wanted to make auctions more interesting. Oh, that is so bad for the Barons. But nothing, you know, hope is not lost. Hope is not lost because we are only at reign 2 out of 7, right? So there will be more opportunities to do something like this in the future. They just have to be very careful. Very, very careful. So, this is it. This is it. Rumblings of change. The council session starts like any other. You're supposed to be debating farming subsidies, of course, with Hyanodroid and the other patricians, but the chiefs are nowhere to be seen. I suppose we should wait for them? They're probably drunk in a ditch. Please, Your August Majesty, let us begin without them. I doubt they will have anything useful to contribute anyway. You stand up to address your nobles. Just as you're about to call the council into session, there is a wobble. Not a little wobble, mind you. This entire building is shaking wobble. Did anyone else feel that? Yes, steps below. Was that... Before you can say anything more, there's another wobble. This time it's more violent and loud. The chandeliers jingle, then shake madly. A crack in the masonry appears in a nearby column, then travels up all the way to the arched ceiling. The stone column splits, then starts to fall. Your Majesty, watch out! Those are load-bearing columns! The question is, I'm, you know, do you think, see, yeah, they were at 9. Do you think the chiefs are gonna say, oh yeah, we destroyed the palace? Or are they going to say, this is a sign that the apocalypse is coming, and we are here with the Horde of Odheld to save everybody? You know? Also, say hello to Norbert. Exactly, Amy, yeah. Chumweep, hello and welcome and thank you for joining. We are unfortunately about to end the game, but I'm glad you found us. Yeah, can we take a screenshot of the stats so we can compare them, please? Oh, right. Yeah. I guess nothing happened, Sammy. What if this was the eclipse? Oh, let's continue. Dive out of the way. You dive. A great slab of stone shatters the marble flooring where you'd been standing a moment ago. Everyone descends into panic, shouting and running for the exit. Only your chief architect stands still, wailing loudly to anyone who'll hear. The palace! Who could do this to my beautiful palace? I mean, we're gonna go back for Fortune the Third. Exactly, Amy, yeah. Spent almost 10k gold in that monument, and not only it fell short of accomplishing the quest, because the chiefs funded the opposite stat decrease, it all came not. Perhaps that monument was in the capital, and when the chiefs used Odhell's sword, it caused the under construction monument to collapse and all the gold to be wasted. It's technically in the marsh, though, right? Because that's the point of the original quests. Actually, respected the queen. Yeah, no need to keep repeating that, Soul Dragon. We're all here to have fun. I think she'd go back for Fortune. You rush towards the stair, ignoring the cries of your nobles and advisors. You have to make sure your heir is safe. But the palace is still shaking. Just as you're about to climb up the stairs to find Fortune the Third, there's another rumble from deep below. In the distance, is that the sound of a horn? The masonry is coming apart at an alarming rate. Chunks of rock are falling on your head, even as you try to duck and run for cover. Yeah, exactly, Amy. That's when it hits you. Actually, this is when two things hit you at once. The first is the realization that the chiefs have usurped you in the most destructive way possible. The second is a big stone slab. Everything goes dark. Mother? When you finally come to, someone has lifted the rubble off your shaking body. Through blurred vision you make out a figure, Chief Mark. Gods, you're alive! Praise Morgana! He laughs heartily. Now I can finish you off myself. I think she tried to reason. No, wait! Lumi will be a better ruler than you could ever hope to be, Fortune the Second. And this is the last loose end. His axe rises into the sky, gleams in the sunlight, then falls. Good game, everybody. GG. Oh my god, that was rough. Congrats to the Chiefs for snatching the throne, and hopefully they'll be able to lead the kingdom to salvation better than what Fortune the Third could have done. Queen Fortune II's dramatic demise passed into northern legend. Whenever a tyrant rises in the capital, the chiefs smirk and pray to Odheld. Oh, by the way, I think so, Lemon Square. We're not sure though. Yeah, the stats remain the same. By the way, one interesting thing. One of the schemers was Skelker Recondition, who was the person that we pushed to kill for the eclipse, right? I'm pretty sure there's something personal there. I don't know, Amy. Yeah, I would say missing in action. Oh yeah, you definitely survived. That's what I mean, right? But you definitely had a grudge. Queen Fortune II, the Lawgiver. That feels kind of fitting in a way, right? She tried to set the kingdom on the right course. Yeah, I'm glad you feel that, Amy. I'm very glad you do. Richest Katori Blueberry, poorest noble, of course is a baron after the disastrous auction. And Lumi. Monarch Lumi. I think so, Vaspir. I'm not sure I remember Bronco. Wondering how willing the nobles will be to go along with the Northern Usurper for the greater cause of Combati Sevis? Or if they will resist, you know? That's something that I'm very interested to see, right? Because this monarch is going to show up and be like, hey, listen, we're gonna save the kingdom, right? Fortune II didn't quite get it. Trust me, I know how to do it better. What we did was necessary, you know? You cannot have half measures when you're facing apocalypse. We need to do this my way. And I wonder if people are actually gonna believe that and follow that. Because it's true, that's what they believe. Or if people are gonna say, no, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm going to go against you in, you know, at the cost of damaging the kingdom and our chances of survival just because you pissed me off. I really want to see what happens now. Also, may I remind you that with the death of a monarch, a new affliction is going to hit the kingdom. I have already rolled what affliction is going to hit the kingdom, and let me tell you what it is. Of course, as I did last time, I am going to only reveal the lore effects of the new affliction, whereas the mechanical effects are going to be revealed at the start of next reign. Alright? So, yeah, exactly, Maito. Even other flame quellers aren't happy with what happened. So, after the death of... This is so perfect. This is so perfect. After the death... Oh wait, no, which one was it? Sorry. Oh, it was this one, okay. So, after the death of Queen Fortune II, thank you, Katori, take care. Water in the kingdom starts being affected. And specifically, yeah, water. Rivers, lakes, and coastal water starts boiling and burning, killing fish. Sometimes boiling is so hot that it damages ships. and making it impossible to traverse safely courses of water. It doesn't boil all the time. But you know, one day, it's as if, imagine it as if, looking at the kingdom, there is a little bit of boiling here, and then here, and then here, and here, and then here, you know? Like, over the course of a single day, all the water of the kingdom boils at some point. And then irregularly, it starts boiling again. This kingdom is doomed as fuck, yeah. Boiling rivers. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yep. So that's happening. That's happening after the end of Queen Fortune II. And also think about this, right? By putting an end to Fortune II's life, Lumi basically shortened the amount of time that the nobles have to work against the apocalypse, right? Not all fish die, right? Not all fish die, as I said. But yeah, the ones that die, you can get them and eat them. Imagine throwing the monarch into the boiling river, right? Yeah, that's gonna be a risk, right? Let's crown Lumi in the river. But yeah, also think about this, and like, you could have had like 20 years to work on things, and now you only had 2.5 with this monarch. And some people are gonna be thinking, oh, Lumi, fuck you. We're gonna get you out of the throne away immediately, right? But that is also gonna make things much, much faster again. So people really have to think what they want to do. I really hope that there's gonna be some RP conversation on the whole situation on Discord. I think this is great prompts for the RP. Plus, yeah, there have been some quests being passed. Let's check that out. Did I get screenshots? Thank you so much, Vaspier. Would you be so kind as to get me screenshots from the previous game too? Because I think that, so yeah, the farming, stockpile resources, or whatever I ended up calling it in the end. Common quest, stockpile offerings has been completed thanks to the counts topping up farming, and then 3 regions having the same non-zero stat, which is coordinate efforts with trade. So 3 out of 7 common quests have been completed. And then, as for regional quests, seek lost knowledge. Yeah, the 10k monument one has barely been missed. And then self-preservation, I think just the Grandis did it, right? With the trade? Yeah, I think so. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm going to ask a big question for Morgan and Shiny when they wake up. Is it possible to have a 90% fixed downwall to the river option? I have no idea. Max farming, max trade, max military, and the self-preservation of the south. Yeah. Wait, no. Max military? No. No. Max military? No. Yeah. When you mean boiling water, is it that hot that it kills you instantly or over a certain amount of time? Pretty quickly. It's not instant death, but if you fall in it, don't get many, you know, not a great chance you survive. So yeah, a bunch of people are gonna die for this. The part is that, so far in the RP at least, the Flink Quelling journey is just 3 guys, and 2 of them would strongly disagree with what the third did to ensure it. Yeah. Patricians were almost there, but pirates happened. Yeah, counts and barons are eligible for it next reign. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, Lone Square. Fantastic, thank you, Vaspir. All right, great. Okay, so this is going to be it for episode 2 of the Doomfall Dynasty. Doom is ever closer and approaches with ever-passing reign, and we'll see how it progresses in episode 3 next week. Thank you so much for playing and for trying to save the world or trying to doom it. Appreciate it. I'll see y'all in episode 3. Take care. You're awesome.